one man saw an alien and he films it. So I want you guys, including the audience, to tell me if you see the alien or not. It's kind of encrypted based on the nature of the video. But let me know in the comments if you see the alien or if you see a hoax.
I see it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's you, colleague.
Is that a car headlight?
Look at this fucking alien looking at us.
It's right here. So here's one eye. Here's another eye. This is the head right here.
Yeah. It's right there with glowing eyes. And it's looking at us. And it's a big fucker. That is a fucking alien. Come there and come look.
I think somebody's been eating expired mac and cheese.
Look at the camera. Look at that. See it?
Why do you have to look in the camera?
Yeah, it's not moving either. Like if it moved, maybe I'd, It's
sitting underneath the vehicle. It's right by my truck. That's a fucking alien. I don't care what anybody fucking says. And it looks like a fucking demon.
I feel like this is going to be a screamer.
It's not. This is really it. This is the whole video. I think he zooms up a little bit. There we go. He zooms up a little bit. No, it doesn't ever move.
That's a fucking alien right there.
But this is the last video that this guy posted. This was 5 days ago. You guys can go check him out. His thing is Ken La Pratt. So you guys can stay updated on him. You can see this video was posted 5 days ago as of today, which is Thursday when we're filming this. When you guys watch this, it'll be Saturday. So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, about 3 days from now. If he still hasn't made a public appearance, then maybe someone needs to do a wellness check. Now, interestingly, somebody put a photo. They took this image and they enhanced it into this, so you can see they actually took the photo and enhanced it. You know how you can take a photo and brighten the image? That's what these guys did. So this, I guess, would be one eye. There's another eye right here, and this is the outline of the face. So it was just a pile of snow on the ground.
And the lesson here, kids, is don't do drugs.
That's correct. Yeah, so I don't know if this is legitimate or not. You guys can let us know in the comments. The enhanced photo could be AI'd. Somebody, maybe even a government official named Play, enhanced the footage with AI to eliminate the alien picture. But who knows? We do know that the government has been making some promises, and we know how much they make well on their promises. One lady sums it up quite nicely.
So here's some more of the least surprising news you've ever heard. The Trump administration is no longer going to release the unredacted alien files. I guess the Pentagon is freaking out and telling them they can't because it will cause a worldwide collapse of religions. Now, why is that, Pentagon? I gotta say, I don't even really want to be right about this one. Let's just talk about a couple of key points. They do not understand why humans are hairless. Humans are highly unadapted to this planet. If you leave a human outside in just like the temperatures that exist outside, that animals do not have any trouble surviving, we die. Similarly, if it gets too hot, we die. Not to say that an animal couldn't die of heat exhaustion or, maybe dehydration. But humans are frail and fragile and not well adapted to this planet. There is also the question of the insanity of destroying our own environment. No other animal would ever do that. So let's just say there's something going on. And I think that most religious people's beliefs are far too fragile to find out something like, oh, humans' DNA has been tampered with. So God didn't create humans, aliens did. For the record, that absolutely does not negate the existence of an ultimate God, a life force, if you will. But it could have other implications, right? And it certainly changes some of the creation stories we've heard. I have to say, I really actually don't want to see hundreds of millions of people in psychosis simultaneously. That doesn't sound fun. And most people just don't handle finding out that they're an abomination very well. So here's some more of the least surprising news you've ever heard.
I'm going to play the first part again real quick.
Is no longer going to release the unredacted alien files. I guess the Pentagon is freaking out and telling them they can't because it will cause a worldwide collapse of religions. Now, why is that, Pentagon? I gotta say, I don't even really want to be right about this one.
Right there. The good news is she's not right. So she got what she wanted. So you can rest assured, lady, you're not right. I went to the government website she's talking about, the Pentagon and all that, and they're not freaking out about anything. I even AI searched it on Google. Google's not aware of any government agencies freaking out about anything that she's saying. So she is wrong, thankfully. And she wanted to be wrong, so that's good. It was a win-win. Also, the idea that we are not adapted for this planet, I don't know how she's living and breathing right now. She was saying we don't behave like other animals. I mean, again, she would have to combat the entire atheistic and scientific and evolutionistic communities out there. It sounds like she has a religion to push, which is aliens, and she's secretly hoping that atheists and religious people are all wrong and she's the right one, last standing on the hill. And the government is backing her, I guess, which she got me, see, and this is what's troubling. She got me all randy, and I was like, man, if you get me excited, and she did, I was very excited. But then I found out that she was wrong. It was very disappointing.
Okay. In today's
She's wrong
day and
about a
age.
lot of things.
Yeah, in today's day and age, it's okay. Conspiracies today need to be said because this isn't the days of Alex Jones and, whoever his CIA double is. It is they call it the year of the dragon. Well, this is the year of sloppiness. I've said it before. This isn't the days where you got Rumsfeld and Cheney and everybody trying to push out certain narratives and you got to really dig deep and try to figure out they just tell you, hey man, yeah, we're going to Iran. We don't really know why. Oh, we're going to do regime change. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, I don't know. But hey, go team.
This is war, and we're taking out the threat.
You'll concede this is war.
We haven't declared war. They declared war on us, but we haven't.
We're doing very well on the war front.
Strategic strikes are not war.
We set the terms of this war.
I wouldn't call this a war as much as I'd call it a conflict.
I think you probably want to speak about war rather than this.
We're not at war right now. We're 4 days in to a very specific...
I don't know if this is technically a war.
Nobody should classify this as war.
The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. If we didn't hit within 2 weeks, they would have had a nuclear weapon. I think over the next 2 weeks, we're going to find out which way it's going to go. In about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I'll let you know in about 2 weeks. I could answer that question better in 2 weeks. I'll do this at some point over the next 2 weeks. I'll announce it over the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 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 2 weeks.
Our interest, I think, very much is in not going to war with Iran.
They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars.
A war with Iran would make the war in Iraq look like a cakewalk.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
I've been a recovering neocon for 6 years now. Like the foolishness with which we ricocheted around the world, intervening, think it was in our best interest, when really we just overturned the table and created something worse.
You're not going to have a war with me, and you're not going to have a third world war with me. That I can tell you.
A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for a man who wants to end wars, not start them.
I was the first president in decades who started no new wars. We don't need the wars. Foreign lands, countries you've never heard of, countries that don't even want us there.
President Trump, as he says all the time, and as a lot of people recognize, is a president of peace. We want to have good relationships with everybody.
I am the candidate of peace. I am peace.
President Trump is the peace president.
We've spent $8 trillion in the Middle East, and we're not fixing our roads in this country? How stupid is it?
We've got to stop Donald Trump from starting a war with Iran.
We should have never been in Iraq. We have destabilized the Middle East.
I certainly empathize with Americans who are exhausted after 25 years of foreign entanglements in the Middle East. I understand the concern, but the difference is that back then we had dumb presidents, and now we have a president who actually knows how to accomplish America's national security objectives.
We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces. And we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about why we knew that and didn't act.
Yesterday, you told us that Israel was going to strike Iran and that's why we needed to get involved. Today, the president said that Iran was going to get
Yeah, your statement is false. So that's not what I was asked very specifically. Were you there yesterday?
Yes, I asked a question.
No, were you the one that, because somebody asked me a question yesterday, did we go in because of Israel? And I said, you were asking me that follow-up. And I said, no. I told you this had to happen anyway. The president made a decision, and the decision he made was that Iran was not going to be allowed to hide behind its ballistic missile program, that Iran was not going to be allowed to hide behind its ability to conduct these attacks. That decision had been made. The president systematically made a decision to systematically destroy this terroristic capability that they had, and we carried that out. I was very clear on that.
See, that makes sense with stuff that we just can't access. We don't have access to that information.
Yeah, because it gets redacted because, but people like Trump is on it.
The stuff that she's saying and that people like her say, that we don't know why we don't have hair on our bodies. It's like, that's been answered so many times from, just a surface reading of any science magazine will tell you why you don't have hair all over your body.
But you can say that nowadays, and it's okay because you got period people like Terrence Howard. Mm-hmm. This is the year of just saying it. 10 years ago, you would have been seen as the dumbest person in the room. Today, you're up there with Terrence Howard.
Yeah, ignorance reigns.
Yeah, and so it's okay. Say it. Because if you ever had a crazy idea, this is the time to say it. You're going to be right up there with the elites, so.
Yeah, and not only that, we're not saying that the guy who saw the alien next to his truck was not an alien. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Maybe there are aliens. I don't think it would have, that's a whole nother topic for another time. But, yeah, it is ironic that a lot of ignorance is destroyed by the age of the internet because we can easily access information and fact check everything. But at the same time, the internet is producing ignorance. Like it's mass spreading ignorant people who then get checked by the internet.
Yeah, well, it's not only that. There's the counterdiff, which we talked about, which is AI itself is pushing out its own agenda, which is causing you to believe a false propagation of information. If they wanted you to believe that was an alien, they would create more articles, millions of articles by valid news sources saying, see, there's a real alien. And they could do that overnight. So you just can't know. So if you wanted to talk about something crazy, this is the time. And maybe she's just utilizing it's her 15 minutes to shine.
And being programmed is so easy to do, to be programmed. It's easy to do. Literally just listening to music, watching TV. It's like that one guy that actually showed us how easy it is for media to do it.
So I just want to show a quick example of one of the ways that subliminal messaging works. I'm going to play two sounds, and after you hear the second sound, you'll never be able to hear the first sound the same way again. The sound will actually change the way you hear something permanently. All right, so here's the first sound. So now I'm going to play the second audio, and after hearing it, you won't be able to hear the first one the same way ever again.
It was a sunny day and the children were going to the park.
Now, this is just a minor example of how predictive your brain is. Your own thoughts are constantly being persuaded by predictive programming. Predictive programming and programming you to normalize things through subliminal messaging. And they do this through music, TV shows, and movies, and sounds that you hear on these apps. Certain sounds that we either willingly or are forced to listen to can alter your brain and the way your thought process works. Your mind is constantly attempting to predict things. But what happens when these predictions are forced into your mind and just become programming?
He's right, you know.
Yeah, I feel it.
I've also been programmed now.
Now here's the question though: when he was playing that sound in the background with that ringing sound, that gonging sound, what was it programming us?
It was programming us to support China.
You know, I heard that clanging too, the gonging in the wind, but
yeah,
I didn't pay any mind to it.
Of course you didn't.
Yeah, because it's unconscious.
What do you feel like eating now, though?
Trash.
Cockroaches.
You have an intense craving for something, I bet.
Yeah, a nice fat cockroach.
Not a teen burger with teen sauce?
I was going to say a teen burger. Yeah, a teen burger. Yep.
Yeah, because there's no me in team.
No, but there's a lot of other things in there. But we're not going to talk about that this week with my chin strap. But that's a lot of food to think about. And I appreciate it as always, colleague.
Oh, please.
Yeah. But hopefully this week has been an insightful week for you as you have participated in our Matrix broadcast, episode 195. It keeps hitting the mic. Synthetic silo. Hopefully you are not inside of a synthetic silo yourself.
And if you are, hopefully you have space between you and other people. You don't want to be like Shia LaBeouf in that interview.
I'll be honest with you, big gay people are scary to me. What do you mean? When I'm like standing by myself and 3 gay dudes are next to me touching my leg, I get scared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
what do you mean?
Yeah, that can be very scary. And so I understand.
Yeah, the guy was even like, at the end. It's like, what else can you say?